I'm working on a new graphghan. It has multiple colors, of course. And you know I like my cardboard bobbin. And I've even encouraged you guys to make your own. But on this video, I'm going to take you to another level. I have discovered something that is a game changer when it comes to bobbins. It is a bamboo dish rack holder. So I know you're wondering, what is she talking about? I'm going to show you all that's coming up next on Crocheting with Nyla. So many of you know that I'm a fan of the cardboard bobbins. They have worked for me for years. I love them. But today we're going to replace those with this. So these are my bamboo dish drainers that I just got from Amazon. I'm going to unpackage it just so you can see what I'm dealing with. As you can see, I bought the 4-pack, and the 4-pack is wrapped up all together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to push these off on the side. We're going to work with one, and you are going to love this project. I'm going to just open up the package. So now we have the package open. You should have one piece that has the dowels in place, and you should have another piece that has the dowels in place. And you notice that the dowels have holes inside of them from here to here, as well as this side. That's where these two dowels come into play. So we're going to lay these out like this. You're going to take a dowel, and you're going to find that they're really hard to put inside. So we're just going to kind of press them down. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side or the other end. Now that it's in place, I'm going to take the other side with the dowels on it and place it in both spots. And then we're going to kind of like press it down. So now that's your dish drainer. This is a bamboo dish drainer that you would put dishes in. Now to use this bamboo dish drainer as our threader for our graphghans, you're going to need these. These are very sturdy straws that are used for drink containers. So I'm going to show you how to take these and turn them into bobbins. Here I have a large package of straws that I bought off of Amazon, and I'll leave you guys links below to let you know where you can get this. But I'm just going to pull out some straws that we're going to work with. I'm going to pull out every color. That way we have every color to work with. So as you can see, the straws measure 8 1/2, and we're going to cut them 4 1/4, which pretty much is half of the length of the straw. And if you don't have it exactly right, it's perfectly okay. So now we've got these cut, and as you can see, I didn't cut mine exactly perfect, but you know what? It's perfectly fine. It's going to work. Don't stress over that. See, they're going to fit just like that on top of the dowels of the rack. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all of these, and then I'll come back and show you how to do the winding of the yarn. Now I'm going to show you a shortcut on how to cut a lot of these straws at the same time. So what I've done is I've taken my red straw and I made a mark at the 4 1/4 mark so that I'll know exactly where to cut it. So I'm going to line all these up together, making sure that I can see my mark on the red one. I'm going to put it in the front, and I'm rotating them just like that. Make sure they're all lined up. So now I'm going to take my really nice sharp scissor, and where that red mark is right there, I'm going to cut all 5 straws. So now they're ready to be put on your dowels, and this is just exactly how they go, just like that. So now, I'm going to show you now how to put the yarn on all of these bobbins to work for your graphghan. So now this is what I was using for bobbins before. This is the cardboard, but now we're going to be using this. So you have to transfer this to the new bobbin. You have to unwind them and put them on the straws. But then you got to figure out, how am I going to wind these on the straws? Am I going to hold them? Am I going to put my finger in there? It's kind of challenging. So I came up with this tool that helps me to wind my bobbins. As you notice, when I put the tool in, it holds the bobbin in place, and that way I can wind on it. So what I did is I got 2 packs of chopsticks. These are just simple chopsticks. Take the paper off. And what I did is I didn't break them apart. As you notice, they're still attached. I left them attached, and I put hot glue on top, and then I took the other one and put it on top of it like that and hot glued them together. Now here is my tool. I lined it up here. So I took a razor, and you can take a razor or an X-Acto knife and just kind of score it across both of them, and you keep scoring it, and then eventually you'll be able to break it off. And then when you break it off, you're going to end up with this. After I broke it off, I end up using a piece of sandpaper that's wrapped around a block, just a piece of wood block, and I sanded the top just like that, all the way around, all the edges, so you wouldn't have any jagged spots. So I just kind of did that. And by doing that, I end up with this nice little tool that helps me wind my yarn for my graphghans. So I'm going to go ahead and take it and insert it. It's going to be really tight, which is great. By the way, these straws are 1/2 inch in diameter in the opening. I'll leave a link below in the description so that you guys can order them. I've got my tool inserted inside one of the half pieces of the straw. So I'm going to take my yarn, and I'm going to start about 1/2 inch down, and I'm going to hold the yarn, and I'm going to wrap. So I'm going to wrap all the way down to the other end. And this gives you, by doing the chopsticks, it gives you a handle to let you wrap your bobbins. And then you're going to leave about 1/2 inch at the top, and then you're going to go back and wrap in the other direction. So the ultimate goal is to have 1/2 inch pretty much on this side and 1/2 inch on that side. That stops your yarn from sliding off. My rule of thumb is I like to do 300 rotations, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I do 300 of those rotations to every bobbin, and that gives me a good amount of yarn that I don't have to stop and keep changing. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and show you how I put them on the bamboo rack. So I finished unwinding the cardboard bobbin onto my straw bobbin, and I'm just going to put it on one of the dowels for right now. Now that's how you set up your bobbins on the dowels. And in my next video, I'm going to show you how to use the new bobbin holder to create our graphghans in a much easier and a more simplified way. Thanks for watching this video, and happy crocheting!